In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use Silent Auction Pro's Auction Day component to streamline your event's checkout process. Before getting to the tutorial, I want to cover some of the best practices using Silent Auction Pro. First, make sure you have adequate computer stations. We recommend a minimum of 2 stations for 100 attendees or less, add another station for 150 to 200 attendees, and then an additional station for each 100 attendees beyond that. A computer station is a laptop computer, a printer, ideally a fast printer like a laser printer, a mouse, a credit card reader, and then trained volunteer staff to run the computer. Make sure you communicate and set expectations for your event. Let your attendees know what time checkout will start. Let them know how they will find out if they've won items. And also clearly define the checkout process for both your attendees and your auction staff. Where do people go to pay for their items? Where do they go to pick up their items? I'll show you how to use the Notify Winners feature to send an email and text notifications to all your winners. In fact, you can set up a custom notify message in Silent Auction Pro. You may also want to print out and post the section results after each section closes, and use the optional leaderboard to display all the results feature using a projector or perhaps a flat screen TV. Encourage people to put a credit card on file by offering express checkout. Post signage and make announcements that express checkout is available, and allow people to put a credit card on file anytime before checkout starts. Don't force them to do this at check-in because it can slow down the check-in process. Also, dedicate a computer station similar to the airline first class check-in concept where you serve express checkout attendees first, but be flexible with this. Let's switch over to the Silent Auction Pro website now and take a look at how we use the Auction Day page to check out bidders. This tutorial assumes that the bid results have already been entered into the system. If you're using Auction Online and Auction Mobile, bids are entered by the bidder and don't have to be entered into the system by hand. If you're using paper bid sheets, you will need to enter the bids manually using the Enter Bids form. After your auction is ended, or if you're using paper bidding, after each section closes and you've entered the results, you will need to notify your winners. This is done by selecting a section number or all results in the Section Close Functions list, and then clicking on the Notify Winners button. This sends a text and email to everyone who has won items and also marks those items as sold. You can also print out section results by selecting a section and then clicking the Print Section Results button. Focusing on the Checkout Functions table, we see that we can enter a bidder number and view an invoice or view payments. We can select a bidder with an outstanding balance or select an express checkout bidder, one who has a credit card already on file, and process their invoice. You can also print outstanding invoices, but I recommend that you do not print invoices. This slows the process and wastes paper. Just check each person out as they come up and then print the payment receipt. So a typical checkout process goes like this. Let's say Clark Kent walks up and wants to check out. He's bidder number 19. We enter bidder number 19 in the bidder number field and click the View Invoice button. This brings up Clark Kent's invoice. We can see that he won the Ultimate Dinner Party, a ride in the Batmobile, the Oceanfront Cabo condo for 5 nights, and the Invisibility Cloak. His subtotal is $8,585. There's $60 worth of tax. You can choose whether you want to charge tax or not. So the total that he owes is $8,645. On the left-hand side towards the bottom is how we pay. In this case, we notice that he's got a previously authorized card on file. Let's go ahead and choose that one. Here's the total payment amount. Here's a great feature in Silent Auction Pro. If you want to ask bidders if they would like to round up the amount that they're paying as an additional donation, you can simply swipe over this amount, type in a new amount, let's say $9,000, hit Tab, and Silent Auction Pro will automatically calculate the additional donation amount. I should also mention that you can easily put charges on separate cards here as well. We can run a partial charge on the one card and then come back and run another charge right on this page. Let's go ahead and process the payment. And this is his payment record. If you have an email address on file for the person, you can email the receipt by clicking Email Receipt. We can print the receipt, and we notice here's the details of what he won. Once you're done, click Go to Auction Day, and we're ready to start checking out the next bidder.